The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
Check, 85, half 85. Check, lucky. Topper.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans here on 3rd down putting an extra defender in the secondary. From the gun, Allen. Open man, here's Foster. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the 1st by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Bills have taken the lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Corey Legion, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Alert! Line up. I got you, baby. I got you.
Here's Watson. Complete here. It's Hyde. You give them 32 on the play. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The final shot before the break, Watson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To throw on 2nd and 6, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen got a man. It's Brown. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen will try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Allen going to throw. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. Allen now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
On 2nd and 12. Watson. And he'll find Akins there. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Watson on third down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On 2nd and 9, Allen, and that's complete to Brown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. The open man is Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. On first down, Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, 51 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
17. Texans 14.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
31.
Faking the give. Now Watson. On the move to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now Watson. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here now, Roberts. 12 yards on the return that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 41 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
41, Mike. 24, 24, 31.
Now it's Watson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go. Check 50, check 50.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
59.
Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the red zone now, Watson. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
They still playing 74. Ain't no time now.
Watson now to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Sets up 4th down.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So now with little time remaining, they'll have this and maybe one more play. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he's taken down inside the 30. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they will.
looking up.